Hello, fellow survivors. Just some quick news that we don't know much about, but it is breaking news for the Long Dark, and that is the fact that we are going to get more DLCs for the Long Dark, which is amazing. Now, there is a story here that I'll just briefly summarize. The clue that we might be getting a DLC for the Long Dark beyond the one we already have came from episode 5. At the end of episode 5, there is a screen at the end where the creator basically says thank you to the community and it looks forward to future DLCs and that sort of thing. And it was very sort of hidden there. A lot of people missed it, but it does basically say indirectly there might be more DLCs. Now, I interviewed Raph a little while back and I asked him about this message at the end of episode 5. And he basically said that it's a message to say that the Long Dark isn't finished and they're going to keep developing it, and that can include future DLCs.
But we wanted to say on one hand, like, this is finished, but also it's not over. So this part is done, but not the whole thing. And there's still lots of things that we would like to do with the game. And I think the second part of it is, you know, the Long Dark is still a very vibrant, successful game for Hinterland. We have no reason to stop working on it as long as players still want to play it and people still want to buy it. And we don't want you to feel like this is the end of the Long Dark. It's just the end of Wintermute. And we have things that we still want to make in the Long Dark, if I can call it the Long Dark 1, which I don't like to do. And, you know, so I still see us putting out significant work in the form of DLC primarily for Long Dark, but also we have some promises that we've made about things that we would include in the base game. We clearly still have work to do on fixing bugs. There's lots of quality of life things that we could still add to, like, improve in the game, and just continue working on it. And I think we want to keep doing that. We don't want to, you know, yeah, it's a huge commitment that we've put in and lots of money that we've spent on the game, and we want to keep going with it because it's been successful and people still want to play it. So that's really what that message is about.
And now, not long ago, there was a podcast, the Survivors Corner podcast here on YouTube, which I highly recommend you to check out, by the way. It's a great Long Dark podcast. And Raphael Van Leerop, the creator of the Long Dark, was on that for about 2 hours talking about all sorts of things to do with the Long Dark. And he does mention here that they're currently working on 2 DLCs for the Long Dark.
In 24 in the dev diary, you talked about a bit of a roadmap for custom menus being addressed and added to mod support, things like that. Is that roadmap still exist?
Yeah, it's still on our list of things that we want to do. We're working on plans right now. So just without getting into too much detail, we are currently working on 2 DLCs for Long Dark. And we're also working simultaneously on how to maintain the base, what I'll call the base game, which is basically survival mode, alongside that. And part of the maintenance, what I'm calling maintenance of survival mode, would include like bringing the episode 5 regions in, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a lot of stuff going on in TLD 1, if I can call it that. And that's in addition to obviously the work that we're doing on Black Frost. So there's a lot of stuff that we're trying to figure out how to get it all done and fit it.
Now, this is great news. We don't really know anything about the DLCs at all, and what they entail, when they come out, or what they cost, or anything. But the first DLC they made, the Tales from Far Territory, was a big hit. People really liked it. It was very well balanced because it added things you don't have to have in the game. You don't have to have the DLC, but if you do have it, it expands the world so much more. And that's probably the idea with the next DLCs as well. One of the things that Raph has talked about, both with me and on the podcast, is that it's quite hard to balance new content in the game because the game, the way it is now, a lot of people like the current state of the game, other than it needs some polishing, of course. And it's hard to add new things to the game. So it's a slow process. He has also previously said that he hopes that when Long Dark 2 or Black Frost comes out, that Long Dark 1 and 2 can be played simultaneously, and there will be at least a 2-year overlap. Now, assuming that Long Dark 2 comes into early access in 2027, which is currently the plan, then the content for the Long Dark 1 would expand at least until 2029, next 3 years effectively. So there looks like there is a future for new content coming for the Long Dog. Really exciting. I don't know any more about it, but when I do know more, I will let you know. So consider subscribing to the channel and also the Survivors Bonus podcast, because they're great. And we will update you when we know more. And that's it for now. Hope you enjoy. See you in Great Bear Island. Bye bye.